freaking touch it.
Do they have names?
Yes. Snowflake and Mr. Jingle Elf. Mr. Jingle Elf.
Which one's which?
That's Snowflake, of course. That's Mr. Jingle Elf.
The boy, I guess that makes sense. How
He's wearing the reindeer jacket.
And what do they do though?
They like hide every day. If they stay in a spot, like if they were in a spot that they moved in, like if you were good, they moved into another spot, and if you were bad, they stay in the spot.
So you want them to move?
So if you're good, then they move. They did.
Oh, when you just put my head. Okay, we're gonna have pizza now.
Oh, hello. I'm named Ava the Sosa and Ava. Bye-bye, see you tomorrow.
Merry Vlogmas Day 5. Y'all probably thought I forgot because I feel like it's kind of late to be doing this, but like whatever. I was babysitting. All day. Well, not all day, from like 12 to 5:30, so not that bad. But anyway, I literally just got home. I made myself some chicken and broccoli thing. I was like trying to think, I was like, what should I do? I don't really know. But we were watching, me and the little kitties were watching TV. And like, I don't know, they watch like Disney Channel and it has like all these weird shows now. But one of the like, I don't know, I guess they still try to like teach kids things on these shows, and like one of the, I guess like the topic of the show or whatever, the message was supposed to be like, kind of to like stick up for like who you are and what you believe in. Of this episode, briefly, so like you know like where my thinking was going. It was basically like this kid, I guess, was like on a football team and switched schools to like the rivalry. I can't say that word. the big serious, Courtney, serious. Whatever, he switched teams to the team that is rivals with his original team, and basically like his new team wanted to like prank the old team, but like all his friends are on that team, blah blah blah, so he was like, yeah, like I want to fit in, like I'm just gonna like go along with this and like help you guys prank them and whatever, and then he did, and then he felt bad and blah blah blah. So basically it kind of got me thinking, like kind of how I started how I started my semi-fitness, like, I don't want to say journey, but like, I guess that's kind of what it is. Like obviously you all know, and if you don't, I did make a vlog on it. I can actually link it down below, about like my past / my struggles and all that. And it wasn't actually kind of like until like very recently, like maybe even like, I don't know, like this past month or so, rivals with his original team, and basically like his new team wanted to like prank the old team, but like all his friends are on that team, blah blah blah, so he was like, yeah, like I want to fit in, like I'm just gonna like go along with this and like help you guys prank them and whatever, and then he did, and then he felt bad and blah blah blah. Like obviously you all know, and if you don't, I did make a vlog on it. I can actually link it down below, about like my past / my struggles and all that. And it wasn't actually kind of like until like very recently, like maybe even like I don't know, like this past month or so, where like I guess I was still kind of shy about the whole idea and like still kind of like, I don't know, I don't want to like throw it in people's faces and like all that stuff about like me like competing and like being you know, into bodybuilding and being into lifting and, you know, eating a certain way and all of that. But I am like, that's just my mom talking to the dog. But I am, and it's just like my life. Like, yeah, okay, like maybe I do eat differently than you. Maybe I do take my workouts very seriously. I don't know, it's just who I am. It's just what I like to do. But basically, I don't know, whenever someone would ask me, like, oh, you know, what do you do? Or they were like, bring it up, like, how did you get into it and all that? I would just kind of, I would just kind of like play it off, not really make a big deal of it. Like, oh, I don't know, it's just like what I like to do. Like, whatever. Like, no, it's much more than that. It's more than what I like to do. It's what I do. So basically, like, you kind of just have to, like, stick up for yourself, like, and, like, own who you are and what you believe in. I mean, that's what's, like, most important. Like, you're not going to be successful with anything if you don't just own up to it and do it. And that's with anything in life, not even just, like, you know, like a hobby or, you know, a passion or anything. I mean, even, like, if you were to do something wrong, like, you know, make a mistake, like, if you don't own up to that mistake, like, you're never gonna learn from it, you're never gonna, you know, be different from it, you're never gonna move forward, you're never gonna grow. So basically, like, if I keep believing or thinking to myself that this is just something that, like, I just like to do, like, in my free time, like, just casually, you know, prep for some shows, you know, like, whatever, no big deal, like, then it's not gonna be a big deal. And I'm not going to grow, and I'm not gonna go further with it. And I think whatever you do in life, you have to do it, and you have to do it 110%, and you have to be confident with what you're doing, no matter what it is. You know, if you like to knit socks, then freaking knit socks and knit me a pair, because I actually, like, don't own socks. They're always mismatched, and I never wear matching socks, so knit me a pair of socks, please. Like, use your talent, own it, and knit me a great pair. Like, when I first made my Instagram, I had everyone blocked. My sister was blocked, my entire sorority was blocked, all my friends from high school and in college were blocked. Literally, like, yeah, sorry guys, you were all blocked for quite some time. But literally, like, no one knew about it. And then my sister was like, she caught on, she, like, saw me taking pictures of my food. And I was like, alright, fine. I unblocked her. My mom eventually made an Instagram at some point in her life, and she followed me, and I was like, alright, whatever, she's my mom. And everyone else was still blocked, though, and then I started prepping for my summer shows, and even as I was, like, prepping and stuff, like, everyone was still blocked, and nobody saw. And then slowly, like, after I competed the first time, I just, like, unblocked everyone. You know, just no one was blocked anymore. And I didn't, like, tell people about it. I was just like, whatever, like, if they find it, they find it. If they come across it, whatever, let them follow me if they want, let them stalk it, I don't care. Like, I'm competing, like, I can't keep this a secret forever, so what am I doing? I have a problem with, like, underestimating myself and not seeing myself to, like, my true potential, which I know I have a lot of, but I always play it down, like, even with school stuff, like, I'm a lot smarter than I give myself credit for, and that I guess I believe sometimes, and I'm a lot more talented than I ever really believe I am. I'm such a hard worker, and I don't, like, because I guess it's just, like, a part of me every day, I just do it. So, like, I don't really think anything of it, but, like, I really do work hard, and I really, like, I am very smart, and I am. If you're doing something that you love, be confident with it, and be confident in yourself. Like, whether it took you a lot to get to the place where you are now, and, like, doing what you're doing, or it's just something you've always been doing your whole entire life, don't let people make you feel either like inferior, or don't let people like other people intimidate you. If you don't tell yourself that you're good enough, no one else is going to believe it. If you portray this confidence and come across as like someone who just owns who they are and like owns what they do, then you're gonna go so much more further than the person who is just like shy and, really to themselves and doesn't like venture out and do anything and doesn't like accept who they are. Find that one thing, and if you haven't found that one thing that like you really do love, you will. Because I obviously never thought I would. I never really thought it would be this either, but it is. But I finally have learned to accept the fact that I am different from other people, and that the things that make me different from other people is like what sets me apart from everyone else. And the same goes for you. Whatever you're doing, if it's something weird, or if it's something that like not that common, or something that, or maybe something is common, maybe you're just like really good at playing basketball or something, something not too, out of the blue, then own it. And when people ask you like, oh, what do you like to do for fun? Be like, well, I'm on a national state level basketball team. Or if you're like a great musician, like, yeah, I've played the guitar with Jimi Hendrix. He might be dead. Like, flaunt your accomplishments, flaunt your stuff, like, own who you are. Like, hello, be proud, flaunt it. Yes, there is like a line to be drawn, and you don't want to come across as like overconfident and like conceited in yourself, because you don't want to have an ego about it. Like, I don't have an ego at all. But you gotta own it. Like, you gotta be proud of who you are. If you're gonna like, talk the talk, and if I'm gonna like post up to Instagram, and if I'm gonna, do my thing, like, I gotta own it. I gotta walk the walk. I can't just talk about it and post stuff and then, like in real life be like, oh, yeah, sometimes like I like to go to the gym, and like sometimes I like to pick up like dumbbells, and I sometimes like to, throw like 200 pounds on my back, and like, hello, that's not something that just like everyone can just go and do, and it's a good feeling to not really be doing something that like everyone does. Like, it sets you apart from everyone else. So if you're doing something that like maybe you feel right now that you're embarrassed by, like, stop it right now. Whether it's you or someone else who is making you feel like what you're doing is not enough or like weird and you feel awkward doing it, like, get rid of that person, get rid of that part of yourself, start believing in yourself. Start believing in yourself. Start being confident. Start, owning what you do. If it's what you love and it's what brings you happiness, then who the hell cares what Joe Schmo over there is doing? Who cares if he thinks you're weird for doing it? Sure, I'm sure people think I'm very weird. I'm sure there are people in school, and I'm sure there's people in my town, and I'm sure there's people that I know and people that I don't even know who think I'm weird and think that me vlogging and talking to my camera with no one else around is weird. And I'm sure people think I'm weird for going to the gym and like getting in the zone and like putting these blinders on like when I'm there, like, and I don't care. I am weird. I'm freaking weird. And I don't care. It's just who I am. Like, if you're confident in what you're doing and you enjoy doing it, then do it. Bottom line, do it. And own it and tell people about it and be proud of your accomplishments. There's no reason to hide it. I enjoy bodybuilding. And I enjoy putting on size and muscle. I enjoy cutting, and I enjoy prepping, and I enjoy competing for shows, and I enjoy walking around in a little bikini in my competition heels, and I enjoy strutting my stuff on stage, and all that stuff. I enjoy dieting. I enjoy eating my chicken and broccoli. I enjoy eating ice cream. I enjoy all of this stuff that is just a part of like my fitness life. It's okay. It's okay to feel confident in yourself. It's okay to tell people that you did good. It's okay, you know, to promote and to feel proud of yourself and your accomplishments. Like, tell people. Like, I'm sure the people, if they really do care about you and love you, like your family, and, you know, like, even, like, extended family and friends and stuff, like, if they really do care and they really do love you, like, they will want to share in, you know, your accomplishments. I get genuinely happy for other people all the time. Like, if Ashley, like, when she tells me that she said a PR, I'm like, oh my god, like, I feel like I just said one, because I'm like, I love you, and that fucking rocks. Like, good. When my sister is like, oh my god, like, Core, like, I just got, like, a whatever on, like, my chem test, because I know, like, sometimes she struggles with it, like, Margot, good. You rock. I'm so happy. Like, I wish I could get that on all my chem tests. When Leo got sponsored for Dough Bar Donuts, like, I knew before him, and I had to keep it a secret, and I was so genuinely excited for him. Like, you have no idea. He wanted it for so long, blah, 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 all this stuff, and, like, I was so excited. Like, excited for someone, no matter who it is really, like, the number one sign of just pure and honest, like, care for someone. And if you don't feel that way about yourself, like, then what? Like, you should love yourself, and you should be confident in yourself. Like, you work hard. No matter what you're doing, you work hard, because if you weren't working hard, you wouldn't be getting anywhere. So obviously you are. And that's a great thing. Like, you should be. Just because you're worth it. You are. I have used that hashtag a lot on my pictures, and it's definitely, like, my favorite to use. Go out there, smile, be confident, own who you are, and tell the freaking world all your accomplishments. Like, so I hope you guys take something away from this vlog, and I will see you all tomorrow for day numero 6.
Have a wonderful day on Christmas Eve. I love you.